Now we are live. That's a mic. Hi, y'all. Happy Friday night. Did everybody go out on a good date? I did. It was a lot of fun with my husband. So I hope you guys are having a good Friday. It's an awesome day here in Dallas, Texas. Wet. It's raining. Super, super, super rainy. Oh, Wendy, I'm so glad you joined again. So I'm excited to Periscope tonight. It's going to be fun because we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, and I'm going to finish up tonight. So I'm so glad that you're with me, Wendy. Thank you for joining. And thanks for the hearts. And also, hi, Kim. Thanks for joining. And y'all, thank you for sharing my Periscope and inviting other people to join. Hi, Abby Ridge. Happy anniversary. And welcome back to my Periscope. Oh, hello from the freeway. Okay, y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. Oh, Kim, I'm so happy. Thanks for the purple heart and whatever color hearts you're going to give me tonight. Abby, I'm so excited that y'all had a great anniversary time. That is cool. You're in awe of my peppiness. I'm always happy. You know what? It is sort of my natural personality. So I'm accused of being hyper every once in a while. So that's the way it is. You're excited for tonight's Periscope because I bet that you love this topic. So I am excited too because I love this topic too. So I guess we could go ahead and get started. I don't know who else is going to join, but I can hardly wait to get started. So thanks for the hearts. I see purple and green and pink. Awesome, y'all. I love the hearts. That's so fun. That is so cool. Okay, so I am hoping that y'all were with me at noon, and I know some of you were, and if you weren't, watch the replay for sure. And I should also welcome people who are watching this on replay because it's always great to have my replay viewers. And don't forget, you can give hearts even on replay. And also, you can share this Periscope and invite other people to join right now while I'm live. So that would be awesome. My name's Trina Titus Lozano, for those of you who don't know me. And I'm a counselor and an ordained Christian minister. And I work here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. My office is in Grapevine, Texas. So don't know where you're from, but you can type it in there and tell me where you're from. So we are having a great weekend. Oh, thanks, Wendy. Really appreciate that. Go to my website for past Periscopes, TrinaTitusLozano.com. And I have on there all kinds of great topics. I'm a marriage and family counselor, so a lot of things revolve around marriage and family and emotional health. So those are my favorite subjects. So I've been on a bit of a series right now about the home, and most recently about home order. But today I talked to you about goals. So just to refresh your memory, goals and desires, two very different things, and we've got to separate the two. So a goal is anything that you can do all by yourself. You have to have complete control to be able to make it happen. So if it's a goal, it cannot require cooperation from anybody else, including divine cooperation. So it's got to be something that you have all the power to control for it to be a goal, okay? So first of all, step one to accomplishing your goals, you have to make sure that it's a goal, not a desire. A desire, oh, hi, Robin. Thanks for joining. A desire, on the other hand, is anything that takes cooperation from somebody else. One of my clients said, well, everything's a desire because everything takes cooperation from other people. And I'm like, no, everything's not a desire. There's tons of things that you can make a goal. So today I had a goal of setting up my garage sale and starting my garage sale, but it was pouring down rain. So, you know, it's my desire to have great weather today, but it just didn't work out that way. But it was my goal to get it set up. So, you know what? I called some people and told them I was going to have it. I opened up my garage and I went ahead and sold some stuff. Then I closed the garage and then, you know, it'll just sit there and wait until there's a better weather day. So it's my desire to have perfect weather for my garage sale today, but it was my goal to get it set up and I accomplished that goal. So, you know, it made me feel good about myself. But you know, whatever it is, y'all have to definitely separate these two. Working on your goals while you listen. Awesome. So you can write those down if you want. If you're writing them down, be sure it passes this test. Okay. So it's got to pass the test to make sure that it is a goal. Your desires, y'all, you got to let your desires go. Of course, I'm an ordained Christian minister, so I'm always praying about my desires. I give my desires to the Lord because I don't have the power to make them happen anyway. So I always give that away because otherwise I get too frustrated because there's a lot that we can't control. So in order for it to be a goal, Number one, ask yourself, do I have complete control to make this happen? Question number one. Question number two, will I take full responsibility for this goal? So you've got to be, sorry y'all, I'm getting a little warm. You've got to take full responsibility for the goal or it's never going to happen. So if you start making excuses or playing the blame game or anything like that, you're not going to be able to accomplish that goal. So you've got to take full responsibility. And if you can take full responsibility, you can make that happen. Okay? Question number three. Am I willing to accomplish the goal? Okay? Or will I hold on to it despite any obstacles? Okay, I had a client recently say, yeah, no pressure, right? I had a client recently say that they wanted to lose weight. Oh, hi, Skellies. So I was like, you know what? It is a goal. I had to lose 20 pounds this year, y'all. I don't know how, but I had let myself gain weight a little bit at a time. And I said, you know, I tell everybody else this, I've got to accomplish this goal. I've got to take this weight off. So I could not repeat the things I had tried before because if it didn't work before, it wasn't going to work this time either, right? So, you know, I just signed up for a program, Slim for Life here in Dallas. And you know what? I lost 20 pounds. I have lost 20 pounds. I don't know if y'all can tell. Does my face look a little bit thinner? But anyway, I feel great. I can get dressed with ease. Hi, Nadia. Thanks for Periscoping with me tonight. It's easier for me to get dressed. So I'm feeling so good about accomplishing that goal. Well, this lady was struggling with it, and she said, no matter what I do, I lose weight, I gain it back, and this has been this way my whole entire life. So what we did, we started looking at some obstacles, but you know what? That food was her security blanket. So if that was her security blanket, she's going to have to be willing to let go of that. Another client, struggling to quit smoking. You know what? They got off of heroin. If they could quit heroin, they could quit smoking. But that cigarette was their security blanket, and they weren't willing to let it go. So in order for you to accomplish that goal, you have to be willing to let it go. I lost weight through, I joined Slim for Life here in the Dallas area, and I'm so glad because they really helped me accomplish this goal. You know, it was my goal to lose weight, but I was struggling to do it on my own. So I thought, I've got to try something different, but I'm not giving up. So my husband and I did it together. And sometimes if you have to accomplish a goal, if you have a buddy system, that's going to really help too. So no excuses, y'all. No excuses. It would have been really easy for me to have the excuse today to not have that garage sale because it was raining. But I thought, no. It's a goal. It's not a desire to have this sale, so I'm going to do it anyway. Y'all, on almost like a daily thing, sometimes many times a day, I'm separating my goals and desires to be sure that I'm staying on track. Okay, so is it possible for me to achieve this goal recognizing my own limitations? My cousin does really good with Weight Watchers. You know what? You just look at your personality, and if you don't know your personality, there's a link on my website to take a DISC personality test, and it's free. I had done that series a few weeks ago. But y'all, look at your personality. Look at different times before where you have succeeded or failed. If you are struggling with something, I've been struggling this week to get my house organized. You know what? You might have to call up a friend that's really good at organizing and say, you know, I tried this a few months ago and I just can't seem to get a system that works. So call someone, you know, do something different. So it would be your desire that someone comes to help you, but it's your goal to ask for help, right? So continue to separate your goals and desires and then no excuses. Okay. And think about your own capabilities and consider who you are so that you can best accomplish your goal based on your personality type. What makes you accomplish a goal? Some people are list makers and they have to write it down. And it's really proven that writing it down is going to help people. I'm not that kind of a personality type. There's nothing about me that is a planner or a list maker. But guess what? I'm a talker. So I accomplished my goal of cleaning out my garage this week. Why? Because I talked about it with y'all. And as soon as I started talking about it, it made me accountable. And I have a real high standard for keeping my word. So I told my husband, I will clean out the garage this week and I'm going to have a garage sale, okay? It was a goal. But when I verbalized that, it held me accountable. So that is another tip. If that's your personality type, write it down, make a list to accomplish your goal. Or if you're like me, then talk it out, but at least get the accountability that way, one way or another. Okay. Have I considered what it will cost me to achieve this goal? There might be some cost. You know what? There's always going to be some sort of cost. The cost for me to achieve the goal of cleaning out my garage was time. I had to mark it off my calendar. The other cost was I had to tell people no this week, that I wasn't able to do other things. I wasn't able to take some appointments. I had less time in the office. My daughter invited me today to go to Chuck E. Cheese with her and the grandkids. I would have loved to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I did not want to sort through my closet to add things to my garage sale. Nothing in me wanted to do that. But I wanted to accomplish my goal. So I had to say no to Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all have no idea. I love Chuck E. Cheese. I love their pizza. But also, I'm on this meal plan, and pizza is not on my plan either. But I could have had a salad bar, and then I could have played games. It would have been so much fun. But I had to accomplish my goal today, and the sacrifice, what that cost me was time, and it cost me having to give up some other things. So everything is a trade-off. If you want to be super healthy, then you're going to have to trade it off. And you won't be able to be eating sugar 3 times a day like I was. If I'm going to accomplish my goal of losing 20 pounds, I'm going to have to do the trade-off. I'm going to have to consider the cost if I can't have dessert after every meal of every day. So 1 day a week, I can have a free day and just have a little bit of dessert, but I can't make that a regular habit. So, these are things that are going to help you accomplish your goal. Number 1, be sure it's a goal. Be sure it's a goal. Number 2, either write it down or talk about it. And number three, consider the cost. So those are your top 3 tips today to actually accomplish that goal. Now, I'm going to give you a few more practical tips to help you just a little bit. You guys can categorize your goals. And you can do it this way. Thanks. I'm glad you like this Periscope. You have to watch the replay. Oh, hi, Grandma. Thanks for joining. You have to watch the replay of the 12 o'clocks to make sure that you really get the foundation of this, okay? Okay, so y'all, here is, I think, 9 categories of what you can make a goal, okay? I'm just going to go real quick. Here we go. Intellectual, physical, emotional, financial, social, spiritual, family and home, career, and then miscellaneous, okay? Had to add the miscellaneous, why not? Okay, so let me tell you how this works, and then I'll give you a few examples, and we'll get really specific, okay? So intellectually, a goal would be, I have to make sure that I have the power to make this happen. I got to count the cost, and then here it is. To further my education by taking a class, or by studying by myself, but I've got to sign up for the class, okay? Then to make it even a little bit more specific to meet my intellectual goals this year, okay, I said I'm going to get another certification. So I had to tell a friend about it, and thank you, Kim, for making that happen. So I told a friend, and she was a better planner than I did, and you know what? We made it happen. We went to Chicago. We got that EQ training so that I could get another certification. Well, you know what I mean, Kim. Cheryl and I could laugh about that certification. But anyway, you know what? We got the education, and I am so glad that I did that because I was able to meet my intellectual goal, and that's right. Able to meet the intellectual goal of learning more about emotional intelligence. I'm going to make it another goal now that I accomplished that. That's checked off the list. Make it another goal to reread that material so that it's fresh in my mind. So there you go. There's an example of accomplishing an intellectual goal. So number 1, it was my goal. I had the power to make it happen. Number 2, I was held accountable because my friend Kim was on board with me, and she actually said, email me, Trina, Did you actually register yet? Trina, did you get she actually got my plane ticket for me. Trina, did you make your hotel reservations? And I was like, you know what? That accountability was just what I needed. So we went together and it really helped me to accomplish that goal. I don't think I would have done it on my own, Kim. Honestly, I don't think I would have. So thank you for helping me with that. But you know what? Whenever we make sure that we do that, we can get a friend to come along and help us out. So that helped me to accomplish that. The other thing was I had to count the cost. So there was a financial sacrifice and there was a time sacrifice to make that happen. Okay, so another example would be physical to exercise. Okay, y'all, there has been years now. The Carvers are not watching me right now. They had a death in the family, so they're dealing with that, but they might watch the replay. So Carvers, if you're watching the replay, Rhonda, we did so good for 3 years, I think it was, doing our spinning class 3 days a week. Girl, I need another exercise buddy that is local because I'm really struggling getting my exercise routine down. So, is it a goal or a desire to exercise daily? Well, it's a desire to have a friend and to have a buddy do it with me. That's a desire. So that could not be my excuse. So my goal's got to be, man, I cannot let this day end until I do my exercise. I've got to at least get in a 20-minute walk. No excuses. So count the cost, set the alarm clock early, make it happen, right, y'all? There's just an example, but we got to do it. There's some just practical examples of how to make your goals happen, regardless of what they are. If it's a spiritual goal, maybe you could start with putting on your calendar, going to church every week. Maybe it's a spiritual goal of you might want to join a Bible study or a small group. It could be a spiritual goal of doing a devotion every day. I love doing a devotion on my phone. And I also have a devotion right in the basket by my favorite chair. I also have my Bible sitting right by my kitchen table. So when I eat breakfast, I can read a proverb every day. Those are just some practical ways to accomplish my goal. So whatever goals y'all have, you can make it happen. Remember, if it involves cooperation from anybody, it's a desire, not a goal. So would being married until death do us part, would that be a goal or a desire? Well, it's a desire because if they don't want to stay married, I'm not going to be able to stay married. Okay? In fact, it's a desire to even get married in the first place. It can't be a goal because if they don't ask me, I'm not marrying them. It takes cooperation from somebody else. So it'd be my goal to be a good wife that is loving and honoring and nice to my husband every day. So it would be my goal to cook dinner. It'd be my goal to greet him with a warm smile when he comes home. It'd be my goal to have a home that is tidy and well organized so that he can enjoy the atmosphere of our home. Those things are goals. But it's not a goal to stay married or to get married. It takes cooperation from somebody else. So let's see. How about, would it be a goal or desire to raise my kids to be happy, healthy, great citizens that are clean and sober and maybe graduate with a PhD and, I don't know, get married and give me grandkids? That would be a desire. Now, I would also have a desire that my kids would grow up and be Christians, just like I am. But y'all, I don't have the power to make it happen, right? I just do my part. So I did my part. James and I were great partners with this. We did our part to raise our kids and to be committed to our children. We made a commitment to stay married and to work through the tough times so that we could have an intact family for our kids. We made a commitment to be a good example. He did. He made that his goal, and I made that my goal to be a good example to my kids. But you know what? It's a desire that they're going to grow up being awesome people. By the way, they did. We've got 4 kids, and they're all really awesome, incredible people. Probably all going to watch this on replay. I don't think anyone's joining me live tonight, but yeah. So, that's great. But you guys, it's a desire. It's not a goal. You don't have the power to make that happen. It takes cooperation from them. Once they grow up, if they decide that they don't want to go to college, if they decide they'd rather be a drug addict, or if they decide that they don't want to have anything to do with you, there's nothing you can do about it. hopefully they'll follow your example, and hopefully they will turn out just as awesome as you are. And you know what? If you're not an awesome person, they'll probably also follow your example and things won't end so well. So y'all be a great example to your kids and your grandkids. I've got 9 grandkids and 1 on the way, so that's really fun too. But it's my desire to even have grandkids. I don't have the power to make it happen, but it could be my goal to be sure that I spend one-on-one time with all of my grandkids every week. That would be a goal, okay? So y'all, I think you're getting the hang of this. So be sure that you separate your goals and desires. And thanks for joining me, and good luck accomplishing your goals this week, okay? And I'll be back at noon and 9 tomorrow, because it's my goal to Periscope twice a day at noon and 9. Now, I'm accomplishing that goal, by the way. And it's my desire that y'all will join me. So thanks for the hearts. Thanks for joining me. And I'll be back tomorrow at noon and 9. Saturdays, I'm always doing Q&A on relationships, home and family, and emotional health. And I'll do Q&A on home order, organization, goals and desires, anything you want. So tomorrow's Q&A all day long. And then Sunday, I'll be praying for you if you've got prayer requests. So those are my goals, and I hope you've got some great goals too. Let's chat some more tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. God bless you. Thanks, Wendy. God bless you.